So today we're going to be using Sculptris, which is a 3D modeling program or a digital sculpting program that works based on the traditional concepts of clay. It's one of the more intuitive programs, especially when you're starting in a program that uses X, Y, and Z coordinates. So I like it because we all kind of have this background knowledge of how clay works, and it's the exact same concept here. So when you open Sculptris, literally you are presented with a big giant ball of clay. This ball of clay has a line down the center called the line of symmetry. This means that when you create something, it's going to be symmetrical. One thing is going to happen on the other, one side that happens on the other. We're going to create a face today, so that is a symmetrical object. For most beginners, staying in this mode is really the place to be. It gets tricky when you get to asymmetrical shapes, but that said, if I need to scroll in or out, I'm using my mouse wheel and I'm scrolling out and I'm scrolling in, and that's how I navigate. If I want to rotate, literally my cursor's over here and I'm clicking. Sorry, I hit the rotate tool and I'm clicking and I'm rotating. And you'll see that line of symmetry move. I'm just going to put it back to the center. R is rotate. Today we're only going to be focusing on two tools, so it shouldn't be that complicated. If you want to see your sphere in a wire frame, you can. This program is based on triangular meshes instead of quadrilateral meshes. It's less calculation for the computer, so it's easier to make an interface that's this intuitive. That said, you can keep it on, you can turn it off, it's up to you. I'm going to turn it off though. So we went over line of symmetry, and the tools we're going to be working with today are the grab tool and the draw tool. The grab tool is exactly that. You're going to grab a piece of clay and pull it out from the ball. So I do want to make a face today, and I select my grab tool, which is G, and then this is my information. I want a fairly large size grab. If I put it on here, you can see how much clay I can grab. I'm going to pull a chin down. So this is looking kind of like a mouse or an alien. It doesn't matter. Today's about practicing. So don't get all caught up in it being correct. Just explore the tool. If I rotate, I can see what it looks like from the side and from the top. This is where it gets tricky because you have to get used to that navigation. The next thing I want to do is I can look at it in wireframe. I'm going to keep symmetry on. I want to save. If you don't save often, you're going to lose stuff. This is not a Google application. So I would save probably every 5 minutes. I'm going to start with the grab tool, and I'm going to grab out some ears. I'm going to turn wireframe off. I don't want to grab out giant ears. Now, if you notice, I don't have my grab brush. This happens all the time in this program. There's something on called global. That means that it's talking about the whole scene. We want to turn global off so we can just work on the object. And it'll default to that a couple times, and you'll get used to turning it on and off. To pull ears out, I'm going to start here, and I'm going to pull out tiny ears. They probably won't be so tiny, but you'll notice it happened on both sides of the clay. That's what we want. So my ears aren't perfect. I can look at them from the side, I can look at them from the top, and I can fix them later. I'm not too worried about details right now. I want to get the basic structure. I also think he does look like an alien, so let's make him an alien. I'm going to make my thing a little bigger, and I'll give him some horns or antlers. Now he's looking like a bull. It doesn't matter. You just want to make a symmetrical person or alien or whatever you're making. So that's our grab tool. You can grab using a strength that's really large, or you can grab a small amount using the strength. The next thing I need is eyes, and that's where we move on to the draw tool. The draw tool is here. And just like that, you're going to be drawing eyes on with clay, which means it's additive. You're going to add some clay to it. So here's his eyes. Let's turn him and see how he looks. Now, do I really want eyes that spring out at you, or do I want indents for eyes, like an eye socket? I really do want an eye socket, so I'm going to invert my draw tool and give him simple eyes. Don't overthink this. Just get a basic structure and a feel for navigating this system. I now want a nose, so I am going to grab out a nose. Let's see what happens if we grab out a big piece. So I grabbed a nose out, and I'm going to look at it from the side. It pulled the nose down, which was not what I wanted. I wanted it to pull the nose out. So I can go to the side view and manipulate it to pull it out more. And we're slowly getting where we want to be. Let's see what, now he's got more of a square nose. I think I'm going to grab it and pull it up a little bit more. I want a big size. Better. Still a little strange, but that's okay. He needs a mouth. This is where we go to the draw tool. And this time I don't want it inverted. I want to draw on it. But if I draw on it with a strength really hard, this is what happens. You get like these bumpy things. It's because it's a strong pull. So I'm going to Command Z and bring my strength down. And I'll give him little eyebrows. Much better. I might even want to draw. I don't want that. I want him a little cartoony. So he has eyebrows. Same for the mouth. Let's get his mouth in there. I have a very simple character right now. I do not like his nose. I do not like his ears. But I'm getting used to the program. And that's what I want you guys to do today. So create your own face if you need to. Again, if you get frustrated, call me over. But start a new sphere if you don't like what you have. And get used to the controls in this program. Have fun with this.